Hello, and welcome to Everything Finance, where I help people get funding and other things dealing with finances. Donald Trump has just stated that we may be getting a stimulus check by way of Doge. No, not Dogecoin, but the Department of Government Efficiency. The amount they say people may receive is $5,000 in the category as government aid. Now, is it coming for citizens? Well, as the making of this video, it's been no clear indication due to cost-cutting measures, because any form of Doge stimulus checks can only be approved and distributed through Congress. In other words, people are advised not to expect any government benefits as of right now in the making of this video. The Internal Revenue Service Department will release information about the distribution of funds, but it has been proposed by Donald Trump and James Fishback, who is an investor and CEO of the company Azoria. Now, Trump declined to say on the specifics on a prospective Doge dividend, but in a recent interview, James Fishback says that he was optimistic and that the bill is forthcoming to put President Trump's vision for Doge coming in full circle into law, adding that it isn't just enough to identify waste and fraud and abuse. We have to refund the taxpayer their hard-earned money when their money was wasted and misused. And that's what the Doge dividend calls for, says James Fishback. Stated, however, the potential refund will only be sent to households that are not income taxpayers. In other words, they pay more taxes than they get back. Now, with low-income families not qualifying for the tax return, according to sources, the Pew Research Center estimates that most Americans have an adjusted gross income under $40,000, pay effectively no federal income taxes. The proposed Doge refund check will be issued per household rather than each individual taxpayer, including those receiving Social Security benefits that meets the tax income requirement, James Fishback states. I'm honored to have the President Trump support, but the plan is very simple. It's going to save X amount of dollars over the next couple of years. So let's take 20% of that and send it right back to the hard-working taxpayers who sent it to Washington, D.C. in the first place. So you may be asking, what's a dividend? Well, by definition, a dividend is a distribution of profits by corporations and its shareholders, and refund is a payment made back to user is previously paid for something. A stimulus check, on the other hand, is a direct payment to encourage spending and stimulating the economy by putting money directly into the consumer's hands. Investor James Fishback idea describes it as a rebate directed at tax-paying families who earn more than a certain level in the pandemic era. Payments sent to many individuals. The Doge dividend will only go to those paid their federal income taxes and are expected to get a refund check, the investor James Fishback says. That the Doge stimulus check will not be inflationary, since it would be financed by Doge-based dividends instead of deficit spending as opposed to the pandemic stimulus checks. He also stated that low-income families benefited from the transfer payments during the pandemic, representing a high percentage of their income. Still, the Doge dividend will be for people with low spending and high savings mindset. So, who will benefit from the Doge stimulus checks? People who haven't received the 2021 recovery rebate credit, Donald Trump stated in Miami. he will give 20% of the Doge to American families and another 20% to those paying down the debt. Perfect. But the way the economy is right now, it's no telling what will happen. That's why I started this channel, to help business owners and people who want to be first-time business owners. Maybe you should start that business you've been thinking about, doing that real estate idea you had, or that trucking company you want, or maybe that commercial real estate you want. So you could sit around and wait on that possible stimulus check, or you could take your business goals and dreams to the next level and get the funding you need. Click the top link in the description. But if you are new to opening your business, no bank statements, no business history, or simply don't know how to start a business, stay tuned, for in the next video, I will uncover a way for you to get funded as a brand new business. So you may be asking, what types of funding do I offer? Well, I have partnered with a company called Rock Financial, who have been featured in Forbes magazine, Newsday, MSNBC, Fox News, and CNN. They do term loans or working capital. You could get funding in 1 to 3 days. Business lines of credit, funding in 1 to 3 days. SBA loans, funding in 30 to 45 days. Also, we do equipment financing, funding in 2 to 5 days. AR or PO financing, which is basically used for unpaid invoices or purchase orders, funding in 2 to 5 business days. And last but not least, commercial real estate, from $250,000 up to $10 million in funding, 25 to 40 business days. Now, to qualify, you need 6 months in business, $10,000 a month in monthly sales, perfect, and 500 credit score. They have been around since 2020, so they have been around a while. This is a good, reputable company with a 5-star review on Trustpilot and Google, so you don't have to worry. You are in good hands. Here they have assisted thousands of business owners, obtaining hundreds of millions of dollars in financing. So that will conclude this video. I hope that you learned some things. I hope that I could be some type of assistance to you guys in your business endeavors. And hopefully we could get you started, and hopefully we can get you some financing going on over here. And I hope that you take the time, go through the description, click the link in the description, and just fill out just basic information, and they will get right. They usually respond within 24 hours. So with that being said, until next time, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Hit the like button and subscribe button, and let me help you get on the road to success. Thank you, and have a good day. Thanks for watching. See you next time.